That's weird because I was thinking about the total opposite. I feel like that's the modern woman.
That is the modern woman.
Yeah,
But
put so much eggs in one basket that they never really.
when it comes down to relationships and commitment, I think guys will use like, oh, I want to have shit in order before I marry you, or we do this or we do that.
Well, it's admirable, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice way of thinking about things, but it's putting all your eggs in one basket. It's only doing things one way. It's not letting nature take its course too.
Yeah. So you said you were thinking about it the other way. Explain.
I feel like
Women.
with the modern woman is so hyper focused on succeeding and putting all their eggs into one basket that they're not really leaving room to date and entertain
So,
relationships, and they're
all right.
career focused first.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
by the time they hit their milestones, they're almost playing catch up,
But do you think they totally avoid dating, or they miss the boat, like they don't participate in the game, or they'll meet a guy that might be a good suitor for them and they still like, nah, I'm
Well, I
gonna
think it's a
finish.
combination of those things, and the higher they elevate, the lower their pool becomes a little bit too. So now they're not, if they don't meet somebody early,
Mm-hmm.
now they're kind of like Xing people off because they still want to
Mm-hmm.
be not hypergamous, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so they still want to date somebody who they feel like is better than them.
Mm-hmm.
The higher they get, the thinner the pool becomes.
Agreed.
So when you don't, I think the moral of the story is try to do both things at the same time. Try to be social and sociable while you're looking for your goals. Because I mean, life is passing you by at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like your late teens and your 20s are great times in your life,
Mm-hmm.
and you should be having a little fun, a lot of fun, but you should be getting shit done too.
What if they are though? What if they're having fun?
Okay.
And I believe this is the case for a lot of young women.
Mhm.
They're having fun.
Okay.
They're not thinking about marriage.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
you had the previous generation in their 20s or even their early 30s
Well, you got to be thinking
looking
about
for a husband.
marriage. You got to be thinking about marriage like you're thinking about buying a house. Because they could think about buying a house, and when they get the Amex card and they get their um all their credit cards, and they're going on vacation, they pay those bills back, right? Because they know,
Mm.
like, okay, I'm making such money at the job. One of my next goals is to buy a house,
Mm-hmm.
so they could keep their credit in order, right? So why can't they keep their personal life in order? Limit the number of men that they're sleeping with. Um, have you if you could do one thing, if you're smart enough to do one thing, you can do both.
Mm.
Nah,
I
am I
don't
off?
know. I don't. Some people it's hard to multitask, and we're talking about trying to succeed. It's not like, all right, let me take a phone call while I'm while I'm typing the paper. So like, it's like, yo, I gotta really focus. Like they
Yeah,
feel like I gotta
yeah,
divert all my energy to
yeah.
this to being successful, whether it be school, in my career, or whatever.
You know
Right?
who got it? You know who understood it? Legally Blonde. You ever watch Legally Blonde?
No.
I love that movie. She understood. She went to Harvard Law School. You know what I mean? So she excelled, but she was legally blonde. She was, she was
She was
blonde and she
ditzy.
entertained. She was ditzy and she entertained dudes, and
Mm-hmm.
she understood it. And at the end of the day, some of the girls that were there with her at school, so they were more like strict, like they were like more all into one thing.
Yeah.
But she loosened them up.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the plot. Legally Blonde. Shout out to Legally Blonde.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kristen Dunst? No, it's not Kristen Dunst.
No,
I
it's
got the name.
Reese
Reese
Witherspoon.
Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Reese.
I never watched
Yeah.
the movie, but I know she's
Yeah,
the star
yeah,
of the
you know
movie.
Reese. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why. But
Legally Blonde 2 is very underrated.
oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. I probably won't watch it, but
Just put it out there, brother.
when
That's all I
it
can do.
when it comes to um careers and trying to accomplish milestones.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like women, they once they've reached certain things, they don't vision their lives with a husband. I think a lot of women are like semi-selfish in a sense, where they can just visualize just them in their life.
Oprah, she never even like
Yo, bro, like you look at the way men do things, you look
Yeah.
at the way women do things,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yo,
Nigga
you
like-
got the stats will show that it's a bunch of women buying cribs by themselves. It's
Right.
called a single family home for
Yeah,
a reason. You
right.
should have a family before you buy a
They got
home.
them eggs in the freezer. They got like 12 eggs in the freezer. So.
Yo, you got
Yo, Stegman is like 70. The nigga's still a boyfriend. Yo, picture being a boyfriend and you 70, yo. Yo,
yeah.
she did not want to break bread at all. She rather leave the money for the months than to
Yeah.
give it to that man, yo.
Yeah.
That's wild, yo.
I
It just
think-
kind of become like this shit all mine. Fuck that.
Yo, that's how I hate to say it like that, but you see the way men maneuver
Yeah.
and you see the way like you'll have a guy
Yeah.
that's that compliments a woman, right? That's on the same level.
Yeah.
Let's say they have the same type of accomplishments or achievements. That man he might spend some money on his car. He might get an apartment.
Mm.
You don't got a lot of dudes buying big ass, houses like, yo, I'm gonna cop this, that by themselves. Like a dude will wait until he has a family. Like a lot of women will like, yo,
Hey, that's
they
real
have
science though. That's real shit though. The bachelor pad is a real thing.
exactly.
It's a pad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a spot until
Mm-hmm.
he's ready to buy the house with his family. But a woman would be like, all right, all these rooms, mine.
Exactly.
Like that's wild, yo.
And then it gets to the point where when she does find a man, or if she does find a man, she doesn't want to relinquish none of it.
Yeah.
It's hers. It's still hers. She doesn't really want to share it with that dude. So this is why I think it's a little more important for women to probably find relationships or love earlier.
Is it evolution?
You can call it
how
evolution.
You know, like evolution works like the next thing up is better and more adapt, and it learns from the predecessor's mistakes. So with men being the first Americans to amass fortunes and to lose half or maybe all their money to divorce, as women being the second to come into marriage, are they evolving and seeing the mistakes of their predecessor and be like, okay, we're not going to do that.
Nah, I don't
If
think
we
so.
make it, we're by ourselves. Like there's no one at the top but us. Like successful people or single people to them.
Nah, I think.
And then what's that mean for the next?
No,
next version of
you
the
think
man?
it's like that, but I think it's that women like, all right, you're gonna take care of me, or I'm gonna take care of myself. But when I take care of myself, I'm just taking care of myself.
Mm.
If I can't find a dude to partner up with and take care of me, I'll take care of myself. But if I find somebody else after that, it's still all about it's about me.